The red sands of Ganymede's outer district blew wildly in the storm winds, biting into exposed skin like glass. A cloaked figure moved through it, tall, regal, her posture straight despite the weight she carried. On her hip, a holstered plasma blaster. In her arms, a sleeping child wrapped tightly against the cold. Her eyes, glowing faintly violet, searched the ruined skyline with relentless focus. Her name was Saratal, former commander of the Zilari Dominion's elite strike forces. But she was no longer Zilari, not really, and she was no longer hunting. She was searching. Years ago, she had been dispatched to Earth during the Dominion's first skirmishes with the Soul Alliance. A routine infiltration, assess the human threat, sabotage where possible. But on Earth, amidst its chaos and contradiction, she had met Captain Elias Voss, a human soldier who hadn't tried to kill her. Instead, he'd saved her life more than once, and in the weeks that followed, while she healed in hiding, while the war waged overhead, he taught her something her species barely understood: compassion, trust, a kind of irrational, illogical warmth. He called it love. Then, one day he vanished. Taken, captured, maybe even killed. She never found out, and in the silence that followed, her world crumbled. She defected, disappeared, and years passed. She thought she buried the past until the child came, born of hybrid DNA, immune to most Dominion trackers, with human defiance. In her eyes and Zilari grace in her step, her daughter, their daughter, and now Saratal had returned years older, deadlier, but with one mission burning in her heart like a second sun: find Elias Voss. She moved through the ruins of an abandoned communications relay. Ganymede had been a war zone during the collapse of the Dominion's core sectors. Now it was a graveyard. The child stirred. "Mother," she whispered, her voice soft, melodic. "Is this where he is?" Saratal paused. "Perhaps," she answered. "Or perhaps someone here remembers him." Her scanners pinged. Life signatures, small group, armed, human tech. Survivors or mercenaries. Either way, information. She set the child down behind a fallen pillar. "Stay. Use the cloaking net. Do not show yourself unless I fall." The girl nodded. No fear. She was her mother's daughter. Saratal rose and moved. The humans were ragged, faces hardened by years of scavenging and conflict. They raised their weapons the moment she stepped into the open. One, a woman with cybernetic eyes, shouted, "Hands where I can see them, alien." Saratal didn't flinch. "I seek a human." Name: Elias Voss, former Soul Captain. Station in this quadrant before the collapse. Tell me where he is, and I'll walk away. They exchanged glances. "Elias Voss is dead," the cyber-eyed woman replied coldly. "Everyone knows that." A muscle twitched in Saratal's jaw. "No," she said flatly. "I would feel it." Silence. Then the man beside her spoke. "Wait, Voss? Tall guy? Scar on his neck? He saved my convoy years ago. Never asked for anything in return. Where is he?" Saratal demanded. The man hesitated. "There were rumors. He was seen heading toward Titan's Edge. There's a sanctuary out there, hidden. People say he's the ghost that guards it." Hope flared. Saratal gave a single nod and turned to leave. Behind her, the woman whispered, "You loved him, didn't you?" She paused. Her fingers brushed the child's locket around her neck. Inside was a faded photo of Elias, smiling. "I still do," she said. Dr. Journey to Titan's Edge was brutal. Raiders prowled the void. Dominion remnants, now lawless pirates, tried to intercept her vessel. She tore through them like smoke. For every attack, she responded with ruthless efficiency, but nothing would stop her now. When she reached Titan's surface, it was dusk. Orange twilight blanketed the icy plains. And in the distance, nestled against a jagged cliff face, stood a facility camouflaged but functional. A sanctuary. She approached on foot, child in one arm, blaster in the other. The outer gate hissed open. Sensors scanned her. Then a voice echoed, "Saratal?" She froze. It was him. He stood in the doorway, age, yes, but unmistakable. Scars lined his face now, but the eyes, they were the same. Kind, watchful. Shocked. She stepped forward, wordless. The child looked up at him, then at her mother, and softly asked, "Is he my father?" Elias Voss dropped to his knees, eyes wide. Saratal knelt beside him. She had imagined this moment 1,000 times, in dreams and battlefields alike, but no dream had captured the warmth of his hands as he took hers, or the tears in his eyes. "I thought you were dead," he whispered. "I lived," she said. "For her, for you." He pulled them both into an embrace. No words. Just the silence of stars watching over the reunion of two warriors, two lovers, and the small life they created, a bridge between species, a beacon of hope. HFY lives on the galaxy didn't care about love, or sacrifice, or what it meant to be human, but Saratal did, and so did Elias. And in a forgotten corner of Titan, beneath the silent sky, humanity's greatest power burned bright once again, not in warships, not in weapons, but in love strong enough to cross species, empires, and time itself. The end